Hello everyone, Deanna Kunavac here for Inside Carolina TV. I am joined by wide receiver coach Gunter Brewer, one of the most vocal coaches on social media, particularly on Twitter, and have been talking about the trap house for quite some time. So let's just get down to the bottom of what exactly the trap house means to this wide receiver group.
Well, it's definitely got a different meaning for the freaks, I can tell you that. It's an area where we throw the ball, and a lot of times we'll give us what we call a 50-50 ball. You just throw it up, we're going to come up with it and get it anywhere near us. And usually we trap the ball against our body, and we call it getting in the zone right there. And most of the time those balls come in the corner of the end zone back there. It's a little small portion, either the front pylon or the back pylon. You've seen Matt go over the top and kind of reach over and trap that ball against us. And everybody's got their own meaning. We've got our own, but it's kind of fun to deal with. And you know, we start to tweet or text out the address of the new place that we're going to be doing our business at. So it's all in fun and in a good way.
You mentioned Mac. Quite the season that he has had. For fans and for us media folks, it seems like he came out of nowhere, but you've worked with him for quite some time now. Were you expecting him to have this type of season?
Well, we knew he was capable of having that type of season. I got to give credit where credit's due. Sam Aiken, one of our former coaches here that worked with us our first year, and he played receiver here and was a great player in the NFL for us. He actually kind of discovered Mac when he kind of switched over from defense to offense. We were playing some scrimmage games and doing some other things, and Mac's got a lot of talent. We just need to work with him and refine his skills, and slowly but surely he found his way on special teams and did his thing, and we slowly put him in offensively, and now he seemed to blossom, really feel comfortable with the offense, and the more chances he gets, the better he does.
In what aspect of his game have you seen him grow the most?
Well, probably in route running. You know, he was a guy that everybody sees stretch the field and really catch these deep balls, but he's spectacular in doing a lot of other things. He blocks well. He plays on special teams. Obviously, people see him make kickoff, returns, or whether it's blocks or whether it's knocking somebody down. But his route running is really good, where he's trying to refine that.
Another guy that's grown this season, freshman Austin Prohl. In what aspects of his game do you feel like he's improved in order to be so successful recently?
Well, he's finding his niche in the offense. You know, playing behind Ryan Switzer's not an easy task. He's an All-American, but we try to steal a few reps for him, and obviously last week he got a ball, big-time football play that we got 17 yards on a 2-yard catch. So he's gone in the game and made some big plays in situations and not afraid to put him in. You know, he knows football. His dad's been around football. You know, his life's been centered around football. So he's a guy that came in, didn't know what was going to happen. I just said keep plugging away, and he's worked his way in the lineup somehow.
You mentioned Ryan Switzer. He's always been a special team standout, but how have you seen him grow with the wide receivers this season?
Well, probably just learning what his niche is on offense and what his role is. He's a big-time playmaker. We just got to get him matched up in the right situations. You saw that when we run in kind of double moves or in the slot, when we can get him loose on the safeties, and every time he's gotten matched up one-on-one, he's won more battles than he's lost and produced touchdowns.
Have you seen any frustration from him this season at the beginning when he wasn't as successful?
Well, probably more so on the special teams side, because he's got a lot to live up to. You know, it's hard to make that same season. That was pretty magical as a returner. So that frustrated him when he hadn't been loose yet. But as soon as he got a couple of touchdowns and had a big game a week before, you know, I kind of got him loosened up a little bit and feeling like, hey, I know where I belong. Everything's going to be okay.
It's interesting because before the season started, a lot of expectations were put on Bug Howard and Quinshaw Davis, and they just haven't seemed to really live up to those expectations. Have you seen any frustration from them this season?
No, other than all receivers are frustrated when they don't get the ball. You know, the great thing is we break down ourselves and who's getting the ball, and each position has got about the same amount of touches. It's just been different guys in at different times. Some guys have been lucky to be in the game, and we rotate, 6 guys. So any 3 can catch it at any particular time, and we rotate the next 3, any of those guys. And some of them have just been lucky to get balls, and the other ones haven't.
All right, appreciate it.